Hello, African Diaspora News family. My name is Renelo Morema, and I am your host right here on the African Diaspora News channel. I'm reporting live from Johannesburg, South Africa. Elon Musk's feelings about Starlink being rejected in South Africa are still hurt. He is finding every possible explanation to justify his anger. He sees that coming through the Boers, coming through the AfriForum way is not working. It's not scaring the South African government enough. Now he is claiming that Starlink is being rejected in South Africa because he is not black and the laws of this country are restricting him from doing business. Elon, come on. Stop with the victim mentality complex. Starlink isn't banned in South Africa because of the color of your skin. It's because you refuse to comply with local laws like every other telecom provider. Play by the rules or stay out. It's pretty simple. Starlink's operation in South Africa is pending regulatory approval from ICASA, the Independent Communications Authority of South Africa, which requires 30% ownership by historically disadvantaged groups. Elon Musk's claim reflects ongoing licensing challenges, not racial bias. He claims his Starlink toy is being rejected in South Africa because he is not black, but yet, he met with South Africa's president in New York last year, September, to discuss investment opportunities in South Africa beyond just Starlink. And while we might debate South Africa's BEE laws and their requirements on foreign-owned operations in South Africa, which are fair to be robust about it, this statement made by Musk is just a brazen falsehood spread throughout X. It appears to be their modus operandi, and it also appears to be part of their brand because X is rife with endorsed misinformation. Elon Musk's narcissistic behavior is discussed in psychology. It's a classic example of DAVO, deny, attack, reverse victim and offender, a psychological manipulation tactic commonly used by narcissistic abusers and propagandists. Now let's break it down in the context of Elon Musk's response to Starlink being burned in certain African countries due to non-compliance with diversity laws. Number one of DAVO is deny. Musk does not acknowledge the real reason for the ban: failure to comply with diversity and regulatory laws. Instead of addressing the issue factually, such as explaining why Starlink is out of compliance or discussing regulatory concerns, he ignores that aspect completely. Number two of DAVO is attack. Rather than engaging with the actual criticism, Musk frames himself as the victim of an unjust racial exclusion. His comment suggests that Africa is burning him personally because he is white, which is a provocative and inflammatory statement designed to elicit outrage. Number three of DAVO is reverse victim and offender, the RVO. Here is where the true manipulation happens. In reality, Musk is the one refusing to comply with established rules, making the company the offending party. However, by twisting the narrative, he positions himself as the victim of racial discrimination. The real issue, his company's non-compliance, is now buried beneath a fabricated grievance. How this works as a manipulation tactic is eliciting emotional reactions by framing himself as the victim. Musk mobilizes public sympathy, particularly from individuals who already harbor grievances about anti-white discrimination, as the Boers have been displaying. This aligns with a common narcissistic strategy, generating outrage to distract from accountability. Number two, creating a false narrative. This is a textbook example of gaslighting. The conversation shifts from why isn't Starlink complying with regulations to is Elon Musk being banned for being white? A question rooted in a completely false premise. Number three, mobilizing flying monkeys, his followers who are already inclined to defending him. now they now want to distort the narrative. This serves multiple purposes: reinforcing his victimhood status, creating social pressure against critics, spreading misinformation on so widely or on a wild scale that even refuting it becomes difficult. Escaping accountability. So instead of addressing the legal and ethical responsibilities of Starlink, Musk shifts the conversation entirely. Now, anyone who brings up Starlink's legal failures is forced to wade through the layers of misinformation before they can even discuss the actual issue. You know what's weird? Jeff Bezos' Amazon launched in South Africa and it's operating smoothly, and yet Bezos is not black. All the other white-owned businesses in South Africa are operating smoothly because they abided by the laws. What makes Elon Musk special? I mean, at this point, if this Starlink deal gets approved, whether it followed the proper channels or not, it will be an insult to our sovereignty. Why would we want a company that is owned by a racist man who thrives at spreading divisive rhetoric about our country? It has angered a lot of people. It has played the cards of the possibility of apartheid returning. I would not want my country to be associated with such a man. You sanction a country, you strip it of your financial aid because you claim that they are slaughtering white people. You call their greatest politician an international criminal, but you still want your business to operate in that country that thrives on genocide. No, man, Elon Musk thinks that we are Donald and Ivanka's children. He thinks that we are stupid. Why would you want Starlink to operate in a country that you claim there's white genocide? There's oppression of human rights. There's human rights violation. They are oppressing people. Why would you want your business here? Isn't it bad for your brand? You see, when I tell you these people don't know what they want, I literally just laid down this Elon Musk psyche, how his thought process, how he works, how we can recognize his antics through psychology. Literally, I just laid it down for you. Refusing to take accountability. Instead, you distort the facts. You distort the facts. You spread so many misinformation that we become confused. That anyone who wishes to talk about Starlink, the facts about Starlink not complying to the laws of South Africa, we have to go through the layers of deceit and distort and lies before we can get to the actual truth, which we might not ever get to. So yeah, no, I don't think I want Starlink to operate, even if he eventually agrees to comply with the laws and policies of the BEE of South Africa. I don't want him to operate. Like, it's too much. So much damage has already been done. We already know what he thinks of this country and what he thinks of us. And yet we must still, try to find common ground with him so that he can operate his business. No, he has already told us what he thinks of us, and such a person should not be allowed to invest in South Africa or be involved in the thriving of our economy. It will be a spit to the people that fought for the liberation of this country. So even if he does comply in the long run, we don't want him. We are done. What do you think about this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African